Welcome back, soul travelers, to Venusian Empress Oracle and Empress Melissae. We are here with the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck to do our Crystal Magic Monday message. How are you? Happy Monday, or whenever you're seeing this message. It's so wonderful to have you here. We're going to be getting into the reading now and seeing what's going on. Now, if you were drawn here, it is not by accident. There is a message here for you. Definitely take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but somebody is absolutely on the verge of this divine alchemy and this daring rebirth. Somebody is up for the challenge is what I'm hearing today. Tired of the way perhaps things have been, ready to move on to new and better. Yes, karmic grace coming out here today as well. Clearing the karma is what I heard. Clearing the slate. Daring to be bold and step up to the plate and do what is needed perhaps to clear our own karma and to be able to move into that more beautiful and blessed state of being. Love begins, but we're trapped in our head. What's going on here? All right, this is an opportunity for us to open our hearts, but maybe we may still be blocked and up in our heads about it. You know, about really tapping into our heart space and really daring to be different and doing, daring to be bold and do what it is that really is what we want. But what the reason why we may be trapped in our head is because we're not having patience. We're not following a plan, perhaps. Maybe there's a certain ritual or way of doing things that we need to change, our routine, you know what I mean, to help to increase our solar plexus energy. If you are feeling low in your energy at this time, it could be because you're trapped in your head, because look, this is where the sun is coming from. But if we're turning away from that positive energy and things of that nature, if we're not building up ourselves in positive ways, then we could be staying in that energy unwittingly, if you will. All right, guys, so if you need a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out to me. All of the information will be in the description box. Just let me know and we will find out what is going on for you. And coming out here on top, you are healing. All right, so if this is you at this time, you definitely have been in that state of healing your heart, perhaps healing your mind, changing around the way that you've been speaking to yourself, feeling about things, trying to do things in a different way. How many of you resonate with that out there? Get your question ready, guys, for the end. We will answer it with the divination coin, so stick around to the end for all of the good stuff. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for the messages and the circle of protection. Thank you. And evil eye, back to sender. Start this week off right. What do you guys say? All right, let's do it, shall we? Let's get into these messages and see which crystal 333 would like to assist us at this time. You could be needing some rest as well. Some of you could be working really hard with trying to, hold your energy in a good place. You do have to make sure that you take that time to rest and recuperate. All right, grace for the grand gesture. Yes, you are doing some great things at this time. But if you don't get enough rest, you're not going to be able to be at your best, is what I said, what I heard. Oh, that rhymed. If you don't get enough rest, you won't be at your best. So we have Searing Presence coming out with Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz. That was pretty quick too. So 49 coming to a 13 comes to a 4. It's all about your heart, your presence, your loving presence, making the sacrifice with that Jesus energy, ascended master Jesus, that is, and Rosophia, meaningful sacrifice. What sacrifice are you making so that you can really step into your power and be seen for who you truly are? All right, this is definitely a big step for anybody to take, to go into the underworld with that Persephone energy, right? And to be able to tap into that inner queen that we have been desiring to for so long, perhaps. So Ruby Aura Quartz, Ruby itself, also coming out here on top. So if you have any of that, I've got some ruby right here. This is my promise ring to myself to stay the course with that patience and planning like we saw coming out, right? Not to give up. Stick to the end. Make the sacrifices that are necessary. And this could be what is holding you back at this time, going into that underworld, you know, putting your crown back on, retrieving your crown, if you will, from the duat or the underworld, you know, where somebody had knocked it off perhaps. Maybe you dealt with a devil energy, but it is time for you to brand that knowing of who you are into your soul, is what I heard. All right. Well, that was pretty profound and powerful. Not something I would normally think of to say. So, all right. Goddess Maya and Ruby Aura Quartz. All right, and let me see. So 50 with the goddess Persephone is right after this energy. So this is the energy that you're stepping into, or you're getting ready. You're gaining your energy, your strength to go into that underworld perhaps, and to do that work that you know needs to be done. We bring you the empowerment of Searing Presence. This empowerment enables you to see truth. To see truth unveiled, naked divinity in all its beauty and mystery. So you're actually going to be going into, like you're going to be in the Garden of Eden. You're going to have that wisdom of knowledge, good and evil about you. And it is going to be time for you to really face the truth about a lot of things, to be able to move past this, to move into that place of putting your crown back on, right? This card says, in your willingness to become present, you shall witness the truth that will set your spirit free and make your heart come alive and divine with divine love. Yeah, that's exactly what I've been talking about here. But going into that underworld of yourself, your emotions, just facing them, allowing yourself to have a good cry and release, you know, the disappointment and the resentment and all of the negative garbage that keeps you in that underworld, right? And doesn't allow you to rise out of that hole of depression, if you will. With this empowerment, you're going to see what you need to see. You're going to be able to see the truth that there is only ever love seeking to free, heal, and discover itself. So that's what we're trying to do when we're rising to the occasion, when we're dealing with these things. We're seeking to, again, free, heal, and discover ourselves, right? To not keep ourselves in these prisons any longer, mentally, emotionally, or otherwise, is what I heard. All impatience, doubt, uncertainty, and confusion shall give way, becoming soft, like wax melted by a lit candle. And that does feel really good and warm, like a paraffin on your feet, right? Oh, I might have to go do that. And only the beautiful light of truth shall remain. Let it all melt away. All of that negative that you've held on to for so long, that's done nothing good for you. It's like, why hold on to it? Why stay in that underworld, in that hell, if you will, any longer? So this is you, I feel like, coming to that precipice, getting ready to go into the underworld, to come out as the queen, my dear, or king, in any case, making the sacrifice, all right, doing the work that is necessary. So here is the affirmation. I almost forgot to read it like I did last week. So let's read this real quick. The affirmation for this card, guys, for Searing Presence, Goddess Maya, and the Ruby Aura Quartz, if you have any, this is going to be very powerful for you. Definitely wear it this week, or hold it, work with it. All right. My Searing Presence unveils divine love as the ultimate reality, bringing peace and comfort to the world. Yes, isn't that true? When we're in our own truth, our own peace, as well as the peace of the world comes about because we're able to be who we are. You know, we don't have to hide ourselves. We don't have to pretend to be something that we're not. We can really be happy within ourselves. And I feel like many of us have to more or less like come to an understanding, if you will, with that negative or devil energy within us, if we really want to empower ourselves to get to that place of having our wishes fulfilled, you know, where we really do feel like we're going with the flow and everything's falling into place. I heard with the waterfall falling into place and all the treasures, you know, it's like the waters are being parted almost, and you're going to be able to reach that treasure that you've waited for so long to. All right, this is a time for you to not be deceived, though. All right, and don't be envious of what you know you may see others have already accomplished. This is a work that we all have to undergo individually, so don't ever, you know, take it personally or feel like you're no better just because you're not already there yet or something and just saw 11:11 on the timer. Your intuition could definitely be off at this time. That would be your mind and your heart, all right? Because if your heart is off particularly, it's going to cause you to have, you know, these delusions, if you will, to maybe feel like you're not making the progress that you really are. You could be feeling this heartache and loss. This is what's coming up with the Eight of Cups in the center of everything, or sorry, Three of Cups energy. This is definitely saying that there is work that needs to be done on the mind and the heart space to be able to come out of this Persephone energy, if you will, because she's pointed downwards instead of her hands pointed up, right? This is like staying in that energy. So this is a good energy to work with as far as to come out of this energy based on what we are seeing. It's like the sacrifice is being able to let go of this heartache and loss from the past. A person particularly, perhaps, because a lot of that is what we are seeing coming up in the readings lately, as well as the fact that this is a Three of Cups energy, meaning that you probably most likely did deal with a third party situation. Could be holding out hope for this person as well, or someone is holding out hope for you, but I really see you as holding out hope in general that the situation is going to go in the way that it needs to. And I feel like maybe even you could be making peace with yourself at this point, as far as the fact that it might not work out in the direction of you being together. This could be causing a lot of chaos in your life, though, all right, with this disruption energy. Dealing with this has done nothing but disrupted your life, is what I've heard. You know, maybe if you are in this sad energy and still holding out hope for this person, this could be disrupting your energy in your life, causing you to feel fragmented or unwhole, you know, within yourself, feeling like you're not whole without someone else perhaps in your life, is what I was hearing. Yep, spiritual union in reverse. So either this was not spiritual to begin with, or, you know, you didn't see eye to eye, especially third eye, because that's what they've got touching there. So you may not have seen spiritually eye to eye, is what I heard with this energy. So this could be what's blocking you, if you will, if you're still holding out hope for this person. And that very well could be what is going on here, all right, with this triumph in the headspace, what you're thinking about. You may still be hoping, you know, holding out hope for things to work out with this person, is what I'm hearing. But this is just delaying the, you know, your transformation, your moving through this underworld energy, right? It's like it's keeping you in hell, if you will. So by continuing perhaps to hold your energy attached to something that's dead, perhaps, if you will, you're not going to be able to move forward, all right? This is positive movement and forward. So you're not going to be able to move forward, all right? Is absolutely what this card is saying. You're going to be in this perpetual kind of cycle of getting to a certain point, but never being able to really, you know, go as far as you really want to go in your energy, if you will. Somebody needs to speak up. This is outside energies that you could be dealing with. Either you need to speak up and either ask the questions that you need to and find out what you need to with this throat chakra energy coming out. Definitely need to work on this space for sure. So if it's not you, it's someone else that definitely needs to speak up at this time about a situation, which could have been a third party situation. And maybe that's why the Three of Cups was coming up, because you were the one in the third party situation and were definitely devastated. The angels are here though. They've been helping you to try to help you through this process to, you know, keep you in a good place. But, you know, if you're still holding out hope, though, for this person who may not 1551 be able to meet you, you know, equally, may not be able to, again, see spiritually eye to eye with you, this is just going to keep you from moving forward and blossoming spiritually, especially if you're already on that path. This is going to stop your movement forward if you continue to stay in this energy, is what I'm hearing. So this is definitely speaking up, speaking clearly. 1616 coming out on the timer. Any of these may resonate with you. Hopes, wishes, and fears is that you're not going to be stuck perpetually, again, going in these circles, waiting for things to grow, waiting for somebody to come back, constantly, again, staying in this energy of hell. Maybe, you know, it's like you get to a point where you're ready to come out of it, you're ready to come out of the cocoon and fly finally, and then something always kind of pulls you back. Here we are at the root of it all right? So this is definitely about getting your, you know, those roots firmly planted and grounded, but in the right soil. So this is what you are going to be working on, I feel, moving forward. You know, getting yourself rooted in your life as you move forward, coming out of this underworld energy. It's like, I feel like you're going to have a new perspective and a new energy to draw from. This Jesus energy, perhaps. You could be tapping into, you know, what is the terminology I'm looking for? Christ consciousness energy may be very powerful for you right now. And getting out of your head, getting your mind right, tapping into spirit, right? To guide you, to help you to know the right direction forward. So we don't stay in this cycle where we continue to not have success and victory in our lives, right? Because this is exactly what we're wanting, victory. But the victory that we're wanting may not be the one that is really going to serve us best. It could be the one that keeps us in hell, as opposed to being able to really be victorious in our spirit. And you know, it's like putting your energy, getting your energy caught up in someone else, in earthly things, right? And never being able to rise above them and understand that your power is derived from something much greater. And we should be more sad, if you will, about not having that connection, as opposed to not having an earthly connection, if you will, with someone else. Because this is a time that if we go through this transformation process, we will be grounded and rooted, and we won't have to keep waiting for our blessings to come in, right? But if we're waiting on someone else, you know, it could be, again, putting your energy in the wrong place and keeping you stuck. Let me know below, hit that like button, and let us see what is coming out for the advice. Reach out if you need a reading, guys. Share this video if you know someone who could benefit from this message. What do we need to know moving forward? Okay. Adventure awaits. Ooh, maybe you need to go on a trip, a getaway, you know, just get away from it all is what I heard with the luggage. And maybe you're going to be flying somewhere. Could be going somewhere overseas. Who knows? So break up your routine. And that's what I said, right? We need to perhaps change a routine that we've been doing and stop, you know, following some of the same rituals that we have been doing, if you will, like thinking about people. All right, so plan a vacation, yeah, and take a spontaneous drive. A change of pace and scenery will do you good, baby. Plus, you never know who you might meet or what you might experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner? What? Yes. It looks like a little peacock there too or something. A spectacular meet at a charming local joint. I know a bunch of those up in Sedona I gotta check out and stuff still. All right. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. I can think of some great hiking trips I could take right now to see some of those beautiful vistas. What kind of trips could you guys plan that could help you to just like get your mind off all of this and really get your energy elevated? Because that's what was on top here. Elevate your energy. I'm going to go ahead and read this because I really do feel like doing something special for yourself, like planning that vacation, you know, even if it's just a staycation, just to love yourself and to raise your vibe, you know what I mean? Get you out of this funk, if you will, and get your groove back. Yeah, that's what I heard. Your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Absolutely. So what do you want to attract? It's all up to you, my dear. Notice your current emotional state. So what is your current emotional state? Let me know below. All right. Clear any negativity through conversation, movement, breath work, prayer, meditation, and so on. We were talking about movement yesterday, like dance and music, or love and music. Yes, that's what it was. Maybe you have some songs, some music, you know, things of that nature. You like to belly dance, you know, do all of these things when you're alone, when you're spending that time with yourself, to love yourself enough to keep your vibe high, right? To keep yourself grounded as you go through all of these changes, all right? Because you are on to some bigger and better things for sure. This card also says, then guide your thoughts back to love and abundant possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundance, health, and prosperity into your life. Is there any of those you don't want? All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Raise your vibe. And hey, if it means going on a vacation, people do that alone all the time. Nothing wrong with that at all. You can definitely enjoy a beautiful beach, you know, mountainside, whatever the case may be. I can speak from experience because I've taken a lot of trips alone, quite honestly. All right, guys, you ready to get an answer to your question? Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that went kind of far. The answer for today, my dears, is no. So you may have to tell somebody no today. They can't come with you perhaps on this trip. This is all for you. Just something you're doing for your own self-care and to love yourself. Nothing wrong with that, right? You guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Oh, and don't forget to join me tomorrow with our totem spirit animal messages. You're going to love that. All right, guys. Bye for now.